Okay, we're trying to go live here. And there we go. We have contact, I believe. Good morning out there in Ustreamland. Getting all set up here. It seems it's been so long I forgot how to stream. Hey Joan. Hey Jen, Denise, good morning. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. I have a bit of an allergy thing going on here. Hello Luscious. Hey Rain. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to last. I keep having these sneezing, snotting fits that are not very pleasant. But we'll give it a go and see where we get to. So first, I had a birthday on the 11th, and I got a couple things that I wanted to share that people sent me that I thought was really sweet. And I don't see LWH on here, Linda White Holloway. Knows I like feathers. And sent me some of these die-cut hummingbirds and feathers, which are delicious. Love those. Said she found these in her studio and had my name all over them. It's a really cute card she made with that, with all the strips of paper collaged on there. Look like probably jelly prints. And sent me a birthday card. Very cute. And look at this. She sent me one of her little prints. Not a print. It's a collage. I mean, an original collage that I just love. Love boats. Love the water. Thank you so much, Linda. This will go in a very distinguished place in my jumbled up mess of a studio down here. Oops, let me put these out of the way in a safe place before they get all munged up. Thank you, my friend. Excuse me, I have an ongoing tickling. I don't know what's going on. I've never had... Hey, Orla. Thank you. I've never had allergies. Clearly, there's something not right. I don't feel sick so much, although it's wearing me out getting this snotted and sneezing up. Wait till you hear a sneezing fit. It is lovely. So anyway, I got home on my birthday, which was Monday. And I walked in the house. Dave was home. The pups were here. And I walked upstairs, and there's this beautiful arrangement of fresh flowers with a happy birthday balloon on them. And of course, I ran over to Dave and hugged him and kissed him. I said, "Thank you. That's so nice." And he said, he just kind of grinned at me. And he said, "Well, you're welcome, but they're not from me. You better read the card." So I went over and checked the card. And they were sent from Joan, who was Minky 5, all the way from the UK. Had flowers and a balloon sent to my house for my birthday, which was incredibly generous and unbelievable. Thank you so much, Joan. I'm glad you're here. And there was a package left for me at the post office I went to pick up from Joan. And here's what was in it. Painted papers wrapped in. How cute is that? That's cool. That looks like one of her papers that she makes up on her computer program. Yeah, Joan, Dave can pay you in July. And look what's in here. Some stamps. And it's so funny because I used this stamp when I took my first class with Laurie Micah, and I made tile out of it. And I thought, I've got to get that stamp. And then I never saw it again. And then I found it somewhere, and I thought, I don't want to spend the money for it now. So I passed on it, and here it is. And these are really cool. I don't know if you can see the detail on these. These are faces, but already in a rectangular shape for tiles. Hello. Oh, that's one of your wax prints, Joan. That's what was on that cover. And feathers. Again, one of my favorites. Yummy. And then, look at this. Bear. Look at these textures. I love these. I really like these. And some of these I'm going to try today on some white tiles. I'm going to make some white tiles with my new stamp sets that are here. But look at those, how yummy. I'm going to set these aside because I'm going to use those. Set this aside. And then, more die cuts. Now, how does this open? Here it is. I don't know. Well, it's somewhere. Look at this. All black and white that I love. Incorporated into collages. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I love these circles. Ooh, look at these. And I like that they're in little bags like this too, because then I can store them pretty easily. Look at those. I love those. I'm going to put those right in my collage drawer. Right in my black and white drawer. On these borders. Oh my gosh. Oops, don't tear them, don't tear them. These are really delicate. There's several different ones here. Look at this scrolly. Won't that look cool stretched out through a collage? And these border ones. Yum. Thank you so much. Hey, Shannon. Rerun. Hey, Lynn. You have to excuse my voice and my snotting and sneezing from, I guess, allergies. I don't know. I don't have allergies that I know of, but you can't prove it by my nose. I can tell you that much. Oh. Oh, look at this with the black and white mixed papers here. Look at that. How that's on that paper. Isn't that cool? Oh, I have ideas for you, my little friends. I won't take all these out, but here's another design on that black and white, and then some stark black borders. Yum. Getting my black and white collage drawer pretty filled up here. Oh, these are cute. They're all different kind of little die cuts of, there's feathers and some steampunk gears. Keys. Oh, that's some of my favorite stuff. Feathers and keys. I put keys on so much of my stuff when I do like altered boxes and all that. It almost always has a key on it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They will be used and loved. Oh. Yes, Lynn, this is from Joan, who is Minky5 on chat right now. She's from the UK. She sent me this for my birthday, which was last Monday, the 11th. And as well as some flowers, fresh flowers in a vase with a balloon that she sent. Oh, and here's a white version of the keys and feathers and steampunk gears. Perfect. Oh, and some smaller borders. I love that on that black and white mixed paper. That'll add a lot of interest to little collages or canvases. I have these man hands. It must be the fake nails, Shannon. Oh, these are cute. Look how delicate these are. Little scrollies. These are triangular, like for a corner. Yum. I'll have so many of this stuff now that I'll have to start using it instead of hoarding it. When I have just a little bit of stuff, I hate to... I always stash it instead of using it. Like, well, if I use it, I won't have it anymore. Hello. Yeah, you have been a busy little rascal on your die cut. So then, here's another little painted box. How cute is that? Send you some of my stencils that I designed and cut out. A few designs by Silhouette Cameo I thought you might like. I use my own design stencils on all but the very large jelly plate, and a lot of them too designed with Papa Black in mind. Cool! The printed backgrounds made with your artwork and safe to use in your projects as they were printed on a laser printer. Oh my gosh! Let me get something dark to put this on so you can see these. Look at these stencils. Oh, look at that. These are going to be tons of fun. Oh, look at the inside of the box. And colored? That's colored. Oh my gosh. Joan, you're like a machine doing this stuff. I'm telling you. Oh, look at this. These are really cool. You're going to have your own line of stencils. Hey, Mountain Dreamer. Welcome. I love this. Oh, that'd be a cute little Papa Black. Little raw edged little blobs there. Cute. Oh, this is a different one with the lines. I like that. Look how 3D that looks. Looks like you're looking down a hallway. Oh, that's cute. Very nice. Hey, Jean. Circles. You can't go wrong with circles. Joe, these are fabulous. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I have one of my next designs coming out. I call it, did I call it Unfold or Folded? I forget. But anyway, it looks very similar to this, where it looks like you've, you know, folded a paper and then opened it up like accordion style. Get out of my head. Hey, Susie. I ran into Susie yesterday at the Queen's Ink. Oh, that's fun. I like that. These are really useful, Joan. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Why didn't I think of that one? Yeah, Joan made all these on her Cameo or... These are all really fun. And I like really simple and geometric and abstract stuff, as you know. But I find those are the most usable. Rather than a stencil that's like a tree or a flower or whatever. I mean, that's... You can only use that so many ways. But these you can incorporate in everything. And now here are some of these yummy papers that Joan makes on that computer program. These are so cool. And then prints them out on a laser printer so that I can go ahead and use these. Right, isn't that cool? Oh, look at that. These have so many layers of interesting things on here that you just... Oh, you know what? That's my surfboard jelly print. When I turned it this way, I could see it. Remember that two-tone jelly print I did? Where I did the background in one color and then the holes I went back and lined it up and printed the orangey colors. See that in the background? Haha. That is so cool. Black and white. Love black and white. Can't go wrong with that. Sorry about the voice and the nose. That's fun. That's a great collage little snippet. Now I see some of my stuff, but it looks like it's stretched and skewed a little bit, which is really cool. But I can see some stuff in here. Oh, I know what this is. That's the big painted paper I did. See the little circles with the pictographs in there that I embossed in gold on that big format piece of paper? It's all coming back to me now. And the white lines I stenciled, I put paint through a stencil, bouncing it on that to break it up. This is like a puzzle trying to figure out what it is that I did that she's using. Well, this is part of a collage somewhere. This is some of the gold or copper stripes I did over the black and white tissue paper. Really cool. Oh, look at this. Now here's the surfboards again, but cut up and inserted on this little image. Here's this. Oh, look at this. This is pictograph. This was a jelly print. This was the pictographs. That's blown up. That was tiny that I did on some Daddy Van tissue that I embossed in gold, which is the same as my screensaver on my iPhone now that I liked it so much. Here's some little pictographs in there. These are like a treasure hunt trying to figure out what all's in these. Oh, this is my one canvas I did with the hot glue on these squares all over. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, love that. You know what? I just printed out some checks and stripes and dots, but they pixelated. So I printed them out and I thought, ah, crap, why didn't that work right? Sorry, just reading back on the chat. Yes, Joan is coming to Maryland with us. So there's some checks. Love that. Here's some of my little black and white bits I put on collages. Here's a tile. Isn't that funny? There's my tiles repeated through there. That is so... Oh, wow, look at that one. Again, here's those surfboards. Here's my collage bits. And pictographs through there. And a tile. You guys see that? Tiles spread through there. These are so cool. And another black and white one. Oh my gosh, don't I love these. Love these. I can't thank you enough for these. And these stencils, these are fabulous. I love that too. I love everything. How can you not love it? Jesus. All right, let me put this in a safe place for now. And more painted paper that the larger boxes were wrapped in. And this is a box that's decorated with tons of layers of the die cuts. And then you'll notice here we've got little pictographs coming in. How fun is that? Little polymer clay bits on these corners here. Now look at this card. Look at the work that went into this. This is three-dimensional. Can you see that off of there? Like these are all raised three-dimensional flowers. I mean, layers and layers of them. I don't know if that shows on camera how deep that is. Sorry. But the steampunk layers, these little half beads. All the happy birthday letters around here. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Crazy work. And another background paper on here that she cut with, I guess, a big die, or scissors maybe, decorative scissors. Get that scalloped edge that says happy birthday all over that painted paper. Can you see that? Oops. Lost my screen there for a minute. A nice little note. And a little bit of art on the back. I can't imagine how many hours it took you to do this, Joan. Bless your heart. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you doing this for me. And that made my birthday all the more special. I kind of stopped counting. I hit 59. I thought, that's enough for now. But actually, that's not true. I don't believe that. I like to see that number going up because it beats the hell out of the alternative, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put these in my tile stamp drawer. And they will be there when I want to use those. And, sorry, got another nose issue. Hey, Dixie. So, anyway, I thought today, I don't know how long I'm going to last because it's just like really getting annoying with the nose and the throat and the snot and the sneeze. And haven't had a sneezing fit, though. I do need to stick around till you hear one of those because it is impressive, let me tell you. So, I thought I'm down low on my stash of white tiles, black and white. And so I thought I'd make some, and I'm going to use some of these stamps that part of what Joan gave me. These Finnabair cling stamp textures. Look how, those are awesome. This is the kind of stuff I like. I like that better than, I don't know, just a thing. I like it. Hey, Trina. I'm just going to get some of this condition a little bit. And I thought I would use, since I made these for clay, I had people email me asking me if when I put out another stamp set, could I please do some of the checks that I used to make my black and white tiles because nobody could find that stamp I had. And the stamp that I have has no indication. I've had it for years. It's got no it was a cling mount. I don't have the packaging. It had no indication of a maker or name or brand or number or anything on the stamp. And people were saying the only checkerboards they could find were like distressed ones. And they wanted a clean, crisp checkerboard. So a couple people wrote me, more than a couple actually, and said, hey, when you do stamps, why don't you do your own checkerboards and stuff? So I did. So when I came out with this set of stamps, it has some of the new round stencil designs on it. I made some stark black and white graphic stuff that I can use, will use on my white tiles. So this is another, just so you understand the difference, this is a full rubber sheet. Whoops, glare with that packaging. This is red rubber, deep etched, full 5x8 sheet of all the designs that are unmounted rubber. I had another cling set made of all these designs down here, right, that are sold separately and they're cling mounted. So those of you who don't want to mess with mounting them yourself or want them cling mounted, there's a set for you. And here's the whole set. So they're similar in price. Actually, the cling is a couple dollars more, I think. They're on my Etsy shop, Inky Obsessions. But that's because of the work and the cost of the cling and the work to cut them out and all that kind of good stuff. And the packaging that's in here has that sticky stuff that they stick to. I think these are 25 and these are 28, I think. Something like that. But anyway, all these are the same that are in here. So you might not want to order both. Although I've had 2 people that did. for whatever reason they did. Bless their hearts. But, you know, they are duplicates. So, I get this condition, and we'll roll some out. Yeah, and those of you going to Maryland, if you want to save on shipping, I'll be sending out something right before, when we get closer to the time. Probably when I send out the reminder for the final payment. The balance for everybody that hasn't paid their balance is a balance of $280 due before July 1st. So I'll send out a reminder in the next month or so about that, and I'll include information about, if you want stamps, let me know, and I'll make sure I have enough ordered and bring them over to the hotel. And then you don't have to pay for shipping. Creative mess. Is that Heidi? No. Is that Heidi? Man, I really conditioned a lot. That's a lot bigger wad than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's talk more rolling clay. I'm going to put a piece of wax paper down here. And this is my Activa slab roller. I got it for like 13 bucks, I think, on Amazon. It's Activa, like the yogurt, Activa. Activa slab roller. It's got different height guides. I use the 3/16 for rolling out the clay. That's just what I like to do. Nobody says that's the rule. That's just what I do. I'm going to try to smash this out a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take some of this off because I think that's going to be too big for my area here to get it as thin as I want it. Hey, Cam. Thanks for joining, ladies. Alright, just going to pancake this out a little bit. Help me get started. And let's roll this puppy out some. I have to travel, well, not travel like fly, but I have an off-site thing for work this week at a resort in Middleburg, Virginia. So I gotta leave Tuesday afternoon for that. Come back Thursday night. So I got stuff I gotta get done that I normally would do for those weeknights now. Take some allergy meds. I just took some Allegra a little while ago, Rain. I took some earlier this week, too, a couple times at work because it was really bad. Sorry. Didn't really do much, I gotta tell you. It did make me sleepy. I almost fell asleep in my cube. Woo! Not good. God, I've been working for 46 years, never fell asleep on the job. This still feels thick. Oops. Damn Wheaties. This wax paper does make it a little tricky, but it does help with moving it around and peeling it off of there when you're done. I want to try to get this as flat as I can because when I put the stamp impression on here, I don't want it to be, you know, if the clay is lumpy, you're not going to get a clean impression. Oh, Pinehurst was fun. Yeah, gosh, it's been a while since I streamed, hasn't it? Yeah, we were in, Dave has an annual trip to Pinehurst with, there was 28 guys that went. They've been doing it for decades, and I've never gone with them. It's always just been a guy's trip, which is fine. But I thought, wait a minute, I wonder where Jody Old's studio is. So she and Jan McClay and Jean Skipper, I went together. They have a studio in Bass called Creative Studios, North Carolina. And I thought, well, I wonder where that is. Maybe they can just drop me off on the way. I'll get a hotel around there and maybe take some of their classes if they're having any. So I sent Jody a note months ago, and come to find out, they're only like 15 minutes away from Pinehurst. And but they weren't doing any classes at that time because it was spring break in the area. So Jody said, why don't you come down and teach? So I did. And I taught my the Jelly Jumpstart journals, the journals that I was published for in Cloth, Paper, Scissors a couple of years ago. Oh, Jesus, I just did that class. And so that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Really cool place. They get great, have great classes in there. If you're anywhere near there, you really should check it out. And they invited me back to teach again. Noon.
Oh, I thought you did it at 1.
No, noon. All right. I'm going to say this is good enough. All right. Good enough. So I like to take, this is like a stamping pad or a mouse pad. Kind of neoprene, wetsuity kind of stuff, but a little thicker. And lay this on here instead of on a hard surface. And what I want to do, actually, I'm not going to mess up that set. I have, whenever I make a set of stamps, included in the manufacturing is I get a wood mount set of the designs for myself. So I'm just going to use those. Look at you, yummy new stamps. So let's see, I want to do some stripes, some checks, some bigger checks, some of these circles, mosaic. No. Let's see, what do we got here? All right, let's try a little bit of this stuff here and see where we get. So I just inked up my archival ink. Now, I've heard other people say they like to use StazOn, and I've tried them both. And let me see if I can show you the difference. I don't know if I have any left. The StazOn, when you bake it, it doesn't come out near as black as the archival. Oops, hello. I don't know if you guys can see the difference in those two blacks. This one is real black. This one has grayed down a little bit. This is StazOn. This is archival. I don't know if that's showing up that well for you guys. But trust me, this one is much more stark black and white. So that's why I recommend using archival. Getting a little low in the black and white stash there. Somebody's already going in the corner in Maryland. I'm going to have to try to make some mixed media dunce caps. Probably 30 of them. Wouldn't want to run out and leave anybody out. Okay, so I just juiced this up before I started the camera. So let's see what we get. I haven't used these yet, obviously. So what I want to do is I want to get an impression of the ink on the clay. I don't want to push the stamp so hard that it impresses and makes a dent in the clay, because that's going to smear the ink. All right, so I just want to do a little and I'm putting a little bit of pressure, trying to make sure that the whole stamp comes in contact with the clay. Sometimes it's not perfect because the clay isn't exactly flat. Oh, that's pretty close to perfect. So there you go. Now you want to let this sit for a minute or two and make sure that's dry before you try to cut it, but I'm not ready to cut. I'm going to make some more. And I'm just going to stamp all over this. Again, I'm just barely pressing on this. I just want to make sure it makes contact with the clay. Yep. And there where the clay went down on the edge, you see I lost that edge there, but that's okay. Right? So that's pretty cool. Stamp off some of this ink. Let's make some bigger ones. And it's good to mix it up the size when you're doing these tiles, when you put it into a piece. At least that's what I think. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Yay. Hey, CB. Hey, Gail. Oh, there's 2 more dunce caps in the making. We're just talking about making dunce caps for the people who are going to be problems in Maryland. So I thought to be safe, we should just have 30 of them on standby. There we go. A couple of those. I'm anxious to try these real fine interlocking circles. So that's what I'm going to do because I can. And these will look really cool too. If you make these and like even cut that in half and make long little sticks of that black and white on a tile, that would be yummy. Thanks, Joan. Rain, you might as well just make your own and bring it. Come in wearing it. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Schmutz that one a little bit. But that's okay. I'm not a machine, people. Let's make some stripes. Archival CB. I was just showing them some old tiles of when I use Stays On. After it looks nice and black now, but when you bake the clay, it lightens up, it grays down a little bit where the archival stays black. And when I want black and white, I want black and white. So I see this is uneven as this is coming off of this edge. Or it's thinner as it goes out. Oh, look at you. Alright, let's squeak a little Harlequin in there. And then we'll cut some of this up. This, like I said, this is you can't see it on camera, I'm sure. It's a certain thickness here, and then it kind of drops off over here. So I'm just going to go and center that in what I think is level. And we'll see. Yeah, see where I missed some? I didn't push down on it, or the clay was unlevel, and you get that little blotch there. But that's okay. So now, I'm going to take a tissue blade. Heidi, this is called the Activa Slab Roller, ACTIVA. Uh-oh, did I just go poof? Just checking the chat. I saw my screen went black there for a second. So it still says I'm live, so we'll... Uh-oh. Heidi said her sound was gone. Can you guys hear and see me? Yes, that's right, Heidi. Activa. Activa slab roller. They have it on Amazon in the U.S. and they have it at Dick Blick. Oh, good. Thanks, guys. All right, so now I'm going to get rid of the mouse pad so I don't cut that up. And I don't think I'm going to put it on there. I think I'm just going to cut from here. Gosh, it's been so long since I did these, I forget how the hell I do it myself. So I'm going to get right up against that checker on the edge and make a nice cut there. And a nice cut there. I'm going to make a pile of all white clay there. And the stuff that might get a little black on it, I'll put in another pile, because I can always go back and use that clay and just paint it or put gold foil over it. Even if it gets that schmutz of black, and when you mix it and condition it again, it's going to get kind of gray, marbly looking. That's okay. We can still make that work. All right, so here's this. And that's a little bit large for what I intend to use it for. So I think I'm going to take one, and I like to do it like odd numbers. Like I'm going to go 3 rows wide. And get this long skinny tile, right? That'll look really awesome in a layout. All right, and this one, maybe I'll cut this one in half this way, and it doesn't really matter where. Any size is good. All right, and there's that. Groovy. Oh, yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. Oops. What am I doing? Oops. I got to relocate everything here. Is that better? And now I'm just going to cut these out. And I vary the sizes, because once you get into doing one of these things, you never know how when you back yourself into a corner, what size you're going to need. Trust me. And here I'm a little cattywampus, but I'm going to cut this off right here. And I can cut this piece and take the biggest area that's still okay, lose that little bit, and you'd never know that the rest of that was wonky, because I just cut out the bit that was good. Cut this one in half this way, and maybe let's cut one of these in half this way. Come up with even more little sizes. I really, really like this. I just like black and white together through anything. I mean, you guys see me doing it in my collages. Tray helps keep the clay from having a shiny bottom. Not that it matters for... Yeah, nobody's going to see the bottom of these, hopefully. Oh! Alright, let's get... some of these cut out. Oh, I should have turned my oven on. well, I'll take another couple rolls to get this tray filled, so. And be careful picking these up so you don't distort the shape of them too much. Trim that bottom edge. Get in there. Now these are large enough that you could just take one row and make that look like a larger stripe than these are going to come out. See? And that makes a good little grout stick when you need some long skinny space to fill up. Oh, nose again. Hey, Larlou. Alright, and then let's go right about there for that one. And see, even intermingled with these smaller ones, that would be kind of fun. And this one I'm just going to go too wide and make that a different kind of layout there. Sorry, just reading the chat. I did not have a stroke. It's got a little bit of black on it too. Alright, cut some of these out. Oops, I'm using the wrong end of the tissue blade. No wonder that feels a little weird. Oh, great. Laurie Micah, who I learned about polymer clay tiles from originally, is coming to the Queen's Ink in June, and I'm taking both of her classes. So I think she's doing something different, but still with polymer clay. So I can't wait to do that. Another size. Another one. And we'll leave this one like that. There we go. Now, yeah, she's a great teacher too. Really nice person, a lot of fun. Actually, I believe Zandra and Tam are going to come down and take her class with me, because they're not that far away. They're in New Jersey. And I think Zandra's going to come back for Finnabar when she's there. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I can't wait for that class. I really like her. One of my faves. Get out of there. That smeared just the tiniest bit in a couple small areas, but I'm going to use that one anyway. Yes, Zandra's been down to the Queen's Ink before. I think just for shopping. Not sure how long. It's a couple hours, I guess it would take her from New Jersey where she is. Maybe 2.5. Something like that, but good. Almost done with this piece. Let's cut this all the way up here. Cut that one there. How far do you have to travel, Jean, when you go to your crop weekends? What you doing, hon? Dave? I must have gone back upstairs. Mojo must have stayed with me. These are going to be fun. I like that. I like those stripes. Cut these in half to the best of my ability. That's going to be a fun little insert to put in there. Whoops. Get over there. Don't flip over on me. There we go. And this, you know what? I might take some of these and just make them long stripes this way. Oop. What you doing, babe?
Come on, go with me.
Do a couple little sticks here. Oh yeah, I like those. Get over there. This takes longer than making the stamps, is to cut them all up. Oh, local in town. Oh, that's nice. I know you said you're remote to a lot of things. I didn't know if you had to actually travel for it. Let's see. Oops, I keep flipping them over. Luckily the ink's dry. That's not too much of a problem. What you doing, Mojo? Did Daddy go outside without you? Oh, the nerve. That's too schmutzed up. I'll put that in the schmutzy pile, which is over here. I'll do some of that later. And this little bit of mess that's on my hands. Patty, who was Dave for the Masters? We were pulling for Jordan's spot. Yeah, he was too. He was sad to see that he lost it there and didn't make out. Lost it at the end. He's a nice kid. So I'm going to take a baby wipe and wipe my hands off because this will come right off onto the white clay I'm going to try to condition. Oh, hey, Ella. I just realized who I was talking to. Hey, Robin. That takes that off pretty good. All right. Let's roll some of this out again. got some black on it. Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining. Hey, Sally. Oh, good. Welcome to the crew. And this has a little bit of black on this wax paper. I don't mind that it gets on the back side of these tiles, because hopefully nobody will ever see those. Oh, yeah, she's great. Anna Dabrowski. Finnebar. She's awesome. Really good teacher. I took a couple of her classes a couple of years ago now, maybe even longer, at the Queen's Ink. And we were stunned at what she gave you as your as part of your kit that you got. We got so many products. But her class was really fun. Excuse the nose. All right. Get a little pancake going here. Oh, well, I don't know what you did to figure it out, Sally, but I'm glad you got in with us. If you have a question directly for me, put it in all caps, please, so I'm more likely to see it, because I'm not watching the chat 100% of the time. Or everything would go awry if I was. Other than the few things that do. Oh, you know what I want to do with these? I know what's different, why these seem thick to me. I'm going to switch. This is the 3/16 guide. I'm going to put the 8th guide down here, because since I'm not stamping an impression, I don't need that extra thickness, because I'm just stamping the ink on top of the clay. Does that make sense? If I have a thicker tile and I'm going to actually push the stamp down into it for the impression, it's going to bite into some of that thickness. And if it's really thick or thin to start with, I have pushed the stamp all the way through it and cut the clay apart, because the stamp went all the way through to the slab roller. Since I'm not putting the impression of the stamp, I'm just leaving the ink and the design come off on the clay, not pressing the. You can't feel it, you know. It's just an even layer of the ink on the clay. I'm going to start out with a thinner tile, because these are pretty thick, actually. Faucet of running water in my nose. All right. Oops, there we go. I should get some non-skid stuff underneath of here. I have hurled it across my table. Nobody said it was going to be pretty. I just said I'd try. That's getting pretty good. Try to get one nice smooth roll. When I go like this, it causes little ridges to come in there, but it helps it flatten out easier. But then you got to go back and try to get rid of those ridges. If you want the stamp to come out nice and even, it's got to be as flat as possible. All right, I'm going to say that's good. Mojo, what are you crying about? Huh? You want to go out with your daddy? Oh, sorry, just reading the chat. I'm letting my nose burn here for a minute. I think I've avoided a sneeze attack, though, so that's good for you. Not a delicate sneezer. Lordy. All right, let's try this one. This is a miniature image of the stickball stencil design. So let's try that. All right. Oh, I didn't put my mouse pad underneath that. I don't know if I really need it or not, to be honest. Oh, that's a pretty good impression. But we'll sneak it under here now that I know I missed it. Where can I put this one? I try to position these on here so I get the most use of the flat surface as possible. That's a good one. That's a nice impression. Let's do a couple of these mosaics. Dave is doing something outside. He's in and out. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oops, I missed a spot on that one. But that's okay. There we go. That's all right. Now I want to try switching from my stamps over to I'm going to try this fishnetty looking one here that Joan sent me. Look at these, like a turquoisey rubber. Let me use that on a block. Oh, I forgot those drawers are stuck shut. I've got something jiggled up in one of these drawers that has got two of them stuck together. I can't pull them out. I gotta get Dave to take them off the hinges and let's do this. Oh, that's because I forgot I was zoomed in. Sorry, guys. When you zoom in, it skews up your center point of where you think you're working. All right. Oh, look at you. I think I'll do another one of those. Hang on, gals with allergies. That's me. Look up Cheeto. Hang on, let me write that down. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I'm going to try it because supposedly I don't have any allergies, but I don't think that's true anymore. This is a stamp set that Joan sent me by Finnabear. Hang on one second, I'll show it to you. It's got a lot of really cool textures on it. Oh, shoot, I missed. See, that's where those ridges are, where I didn't get the clay rolled out just right, but that's okay. I can still use it. So here's the rest of the stamps. Oops, I'm zoomed in again. Look out. Look at all those cool textures. Right? And they're called Net and Wire. They're by Finnabear, by Prima. Pretty cool. Love those. Alright, I'll put this back into its place here. Nose break. Hey, Jan. Yeah, they're really nice, Jean. Really useful textures. Really, really, really. I might be too big for a tile. I'm going to do this one anyway. This was part of the Oh My stencil that I decided to make just a little row of the O's. Got a little something on there. Clay booger. Try to make a little divot in there. Well, I'm not sure how that's going to impress, but we're going to try it. And worst that can happen is that it doesn't work. Oh, I cut the edge off. Oh well, that's alright. Let's see. I like these mosaics. I'm going to make more of these. I think these will be cool. You can feel that ridge right there. That's going to be a problem for the rest of that. Maybe what I should do is use my head and stop. Ah, you see me stopping, don't you? And roll out the rest of this. Get rid of that ridge. That would almost be too smart. Yeah, that's a much cleaner impression. Hang on, I'm going to run over and turn the oven on because when I cut these up, I can put that tray in. All right. Orla, I'm going to have 4 ovens there. I mean, you're welcome to bring yours if you want to, but I don't know that it's going to be necessary. Might save you some hauling stuff. Yeah, that's tricky when you fly. I mean, you guys, they're coming from out of the country. If you want to, or anybody flying for that matter, if you want to send stuff ahead here to me at the house, and Dave and I will bring it back over to Me Tags when, you know, when you all get there. You'll just have to ship it again back from the hotel, I guess, on the back end of the trip, which I'm not sure how pleasant or easy that'll be, or expensive. Yeah, so I was just over at the Queen's Ink yesterday. Got a couple little tidbits, but Patty was checking with me again about dates, and I told her we have quite a number of people that are going to come in on Tuesday, and she said maybe we can do like a little mini class or something, or she's coming up with something that we can do to go over there and hang out, use her space and shop and that kind of stuff, so that should be good. Alright, now I have an odd edge on here. How am I going to do this? You know what? I'm going to go this way. I cut across the design because I got rounded corner. Oops, I'm off the damn page again. Sorry. When I'm zoomed in, I'm all hosed up. So I cut the design down long ways. Just gave it a little bit more interest. Patty, do you ever come to the West Coast? No, Sally, I can't say that I do. I was in Los Angeles last November for work. But we literally never, I left the resort for 2 hours. And the whole time I was there, it was all work. All work, no play. Trust me. But that's the only time that I've been out there in years. Alright, cut that one right against this mosaic. There we go. Trim that. And when I cut these, if I have the option, I want to kind of like bevel them to like at this angle. I don't want to cut them this way and make the bottom layer at an angle so it's larger than the top of the tile. Does that make sense to you guys? That way, if I bevel it this way, I get a much cleaner edge when I try to bump these all up next to one another doing a mosaic. I'll explain that again when I actually do a project. And when you come in July and you do it, you will see what I mean. Because if it's on a bevel that's going out from the tile, it's going to take up a lot of open air space and cause you to have a big grout area that you may not want. Maybe you want a big grout area. The hell do I know? That, I get rid of that. I think I'm going to really like this little mosaic one. Get out of there. Oh, yeah. Yes, I don't know if you can see that. You see where the bevel, you can see the white on the bottom further out than the black. It's because the bevel went the wrong way. I'm going to come back in while it's raw and push that angle back toward itself and get that much of that clay off that would have stuck out and caused a problem with the tile next to it, making it a gap. And I think I'm going to cut this one in half right there. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Oh, one of my girlfriends just walked in, guys. How's the foot?
Hello, everybody.
That's Joyce.
It's good. It's coming along, slow but sure.
Good. Joyce is a trusted U.S. postal carrier and had an accident where she broke her foot recently and has been stuck at home and going nuts because she's not a home sitter. my gosh. Did you make out in Pennsylvania okay yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, I just took my time and I sat down quite a bit. We went up to that kitchen kettle thing. You've been up there, haven't you, Patty?
Kitchen kettle, huh?
Oh, I gotta take you up there. My God, it's
Uh-oh.
only about an hour and a half drive. It's nice up there.
What is it?
It's a market, and you go in, and they have all these jams and jellies and salsas and dips and pickles and beets and everything.
Oh, wow.
And you go around, you taste test something. If you like it, you buy it and keep on going with it.
Huh. Sounds
It's a
like my
nice-
kind of
It's
place.
a nice place. Yeah, it's really nice. So you don't have to buy anything you can't taste first.
That sounds like some of the craft shows have a hey Sophia, some of the craft shows have a food section like
Yeah.
that where they have samples set out.
This place is huge. I mean, every kind of jelly you can think of, they have. And then they'll make stuff. Like they make, they have this pepper relish. It's made of just different peppers, green peppers and red peppers, and they put it in.
Dave
some
would
kind
like
of stuff.
that.
And then they mix it with cream cheese or sour cream. It's a dip.
Oh
Not
yeah,
that good. I did get some of that.
yeah. That sounds like something Dave would like. He likes peppers.
Mhm.
I like peppers, but
It doesn't
I
taste.
taste them
peppery,
for
though.
2 days.
It doesn't taste peppery. That's the crazy point of it.
I think I'm gonna cut this one this way.
But they have pineapple salsa. They have peach salsa, mango salsa,
Oh wow,
corn salsa, corn and black bean.
that will look kind of cute. And did you say you were taking curtains back or something?
I did take them back. Yeah, I did take them back, and I got different ones. These are kind of plain. They're a little bit of a design on them.
For the what room?
The kitchen. I'm redoing.
Oh,
the
okay. Oh, okay.
kitchen. You know what my shower curtain looks like in the bathroom?
I know I do.
Black and beige.
Oh, yeah.
I did these curtains in the kitchen too.
Oh, okay.
Just a country thing going on.
Yeah, cool. I'm making some polymer clay tiles from a new set of rubber stamps that I'm selling. That I make those. Well, you've probably seen stuff upstairs
Yeah.
that I've made with the tiles on it, and then they get cooked,
Oh,
and then I make a
nice.
mosaic out of them and put them all
Yeah.
together. What I'm gonna do next, not today. Where the hell did I put? Oh, here it is. I got this frame, and I got it for like, I think I got it for $5. I showed you guys this before. I picked this up at a secondhand shop, not for the art in it. I mean, it's just like an Oriental fan thing, but for the frame itself. And I'm gonna tile in this glass with
That'd
my
be
funky
pretty.
tiles, not that old thing there.
Absolutely.
And see how that works. I've never tiled on glass before, so that'll be an experiment. Use Sculpey clay. Yeah, it's Sculpey 3 CB. That's what you needed to bring to Maryland. And see, they have these big 8-ounce blocks. You can get these online at polymerclayexpress.com. And you can get them at Michael's too, but my Michael's only usually has 1 or 2 of these at a time in black and white. But Polymer Clay Express, they go through a lot of supplies, and their clay they sell is really fresh. You don't want to, if you feel it, you can't stick your thumb in it, you know, and dent it. It's hard. It's been older. It'll still work, but it's going to take some elbow grease to get it conditioned. Sorry, just catching up on chat. I got 2 chats going on. One in person and one on the online.
Did you find the flower pots yesterday, Pat?
You know what? I found 3 of them, and I got them, and I wasn't sure they were going to fit the rail. That's all they had, and they're dark green. I wanted white,
Yeah.
but I got them, and they do fit the rail.
Oh, good.
But they had other ones, and I'm not sure about your rail size, how wide your rail is.
Right.
But if it's smaller than ours, they had these pots. They were like oblong, maybe this big, but they were really deep. So they hung way down the rail, like they were maybe like a foot deep or so, which means you can get more dirt in them.
Right.
And I really wanted those, but I didn't think they'd fit on my rail. And I didn't know
Where
how
was this
big your
at? Where'd
rail
you
was.
find 'em at?
Homestead Gardens in Severna Park.
Oh, okay. You know, there's a big one up in Davidson.
Yeah, I know. We
Beautiful
thought about going
place.
there. Gail was out with me yesterday.
Yeah.
And we thought about going there.
We try to go up there whenever we can, actually. I'm no more than once a year, though. Sometimes I don't get up there once a year unless we're really looking for something. But God, is that a nice place?
It's
up there?
really nice place. They're not cheap either.
No, they are not cheap. But I do want
I
those
might
flower
keep
pots
that.
because I want to do a herb garden this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some herbs too. You were with me when I bought that one over at home
Yes.
Hobby Lobby,
I
right?
like that going over and just getting that for the herbs.
But I'm going to I got a really light kind of robin's egg blue turquoise spray paint, and I'm going to spray paint it.
Oh, yeah.
Because with that black, I like the black, but I think with it being out on that deck as hot as it is, I think that's going to dry out and just draw that heat really bad.
Amen.
So I'm going to spray paint that a turquoise color. Hey, Carrie Ann. Thanks for joining.
Do they see you, Patty, or you?
This is the camera, and they see what I'm doing.
But they don't
In my
hear the
hands.
conversation.
Oh yeah, they hear us. It's live.
Duh.
They hear me and you. Yeah. So that way they can ask me questions as I'm doing this, or talk amongst themselves, or share information and post. Oh, I didn't open the links. That just reminds me. Hang on, let me open up links in case you guys need them. All right, links are open. All right. Somebody just said, oh, they're talking to a different Joyce. Okay. They're saying, yeah, somebody knows you. So, yeah, I'm not going to stream too long today. I'm not feeling great. I got some kind of a sinus allergy thing. I don't feel
Kelsey does too.
sick.
Her eyes, she goes outside.
Oh, my
her
eyes. I look
are
like I've been
watering.
crying and
Yeah.
beaten up, and my face, my nose is
Kelsey's
running
the
like a
same way.
faucet.
Yep, exactly. She said,
Sneezing
"I
like a
think the
maniac."
sun's making my eyes water. I said, Kelsey, it's not the sun. You're not allergic to the sun.
I told the ladies here when I signed on that wait till they hear one of my sneezing fits. Joyce is well aware of my sneezing fits. I had to blow her off a chair one time. We were all here playing poker. Oh my God, they just kind of sneak up on me.
Yeah.
But they're screamers, I'm telling you. I can't believe I haven't sneezed the whole time I've been on, which is like the first time I haven't sneezed in more than 15 minutes in a week probably. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I just need to stream more. Oh, my mercy.
Did you and Gail find anything else yesterday, or?
Not really. She was going to renew her cell phone, and we got there and went through the whole thing. Come to find out, she's got another month on her contract
Ouch.
before she can do it. So we went to eat, you know where that Steak and Shake is over? Well, across the street
Broadway.
is Libations, a restaurant
Okay.
called Libations. Oh, really good. Really good. I had Thai, sweet chili shrimp tacos, and we got two of them. They got 2 tacos in the serving, and we split that. And Gail got a turkey burger that had grilled pineapple, smoked Gouda, bacon, and some kind of sauce on a turkey burger, and we split that. And it was really good.
Sounds good.
Really good. It wasn't cheap though, to be honest.
No, I think it's up a little further from Steak and Shake, isn't it?
It's pretty close. It's not far from that intersection at all. Well, I shouldn't say that because I think Steak and Shake is probably down further. The Dunkin' Donuts right there at that intersection where you come
Yeah.
off Benfield.
Yeah.
It's right. It's right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Johnny and Gilbert and Karen all went up there to eat one night. It was such a wait. It was over an hour. And Johnny said, I ain't waiting an hour to eat anyway.
Oh, I know.
I'm not doing it.
I know.
There's
We
too
went
many
in there
places.
too.
So we didn't get to go in there to eat. I'm talking about that Libations.
Oh no, she was talking to this Joyce.
Oh.
Jean says hi.
Hi, Jean.
Jean's in Canada.
Hi, Jean.
Joyce is a good friend. She and her husband and her whole family are good friends of ours for a number of years. Well, as long as I've been around, but Dave's known him for a lot more years than that. All right, let me see if I can squeeze this one more tile in here. I'm going to move something around a little bit. See if I can gain some real estate on this tray. Yep, almost. If I can get rid of this one, put that one there. Maybe I move these over. Get a little bit sticky once they sit down there. You gotta watch you don't misshape them moving them like this. There we go. Looky there. Alright. There's a tray full. I'm gonna go put those in the oven. So that's where we ended up. That's zoomed in. That always screws me up from the center of where it's supposed to be. There we go. Now I've got the glare gone. So that'll get my stash a little bit going with the black and white tiles. And again, most of these I use for my new sets of stamps that are in my Etsy store. I saw Jen put a link up there a little while ago. Thanks, Jennifer. It's Inky Obsessions is the name of the Etsy shop. This is the unmounted full sheet number 5, and this is the set I just used making the tiles, which is a cling mount set. So I'm going to wrap it up early today, guys, because I'm not feeling that great, and it's been an hour and a half anyway, so at least I thought I maybe get an hour in, but I made it an hour and a half. So I'm going to sign off, and thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you hopefully next Sunday. Oh yeah, thanks again, Jen, for putting that link up. Oh, strawberry jello pretzel salad. I've made that before.
Yeah, it's good.
Isn't that good?
It's really good.
I didn't make that since I was in Fredericksburg. That was like a big thing when somebody came up with that recipe. I thought, strawberry jello pretzels? What the hell are you talking about? But I had that sweet, salty stuff. That's good. Thanks, Rain. Joan, thanks again for all my birthday goodies. I really appreciate it. I don't think LWH is on here. Is Linda White on here? Linda White Holloway? If you are, thank you again for my artwork. Yeah, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to try that rhino stuff that Laurie was talking about. I wrote it. Oh, crap, I stamped over it. Cheeto Rhino. I'll be looking that up on Amazon. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. I'll talk to you later.